Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to explore an impressive project named Flowise. It's a no-code platform that lets you build powerful applications using large language models. Flowise is similar to another project called LangFlow in terms of functionality and interface. Flowise is written in Node.js and provides a graphical user interface where you can use components from LangChain to build applications based on large language models. For example, you can develop apps for QA retrieval, and here is the website. And if you see here, you can create LLM chain, QA and retrieval chain, and language translation chain, and also conversation agent with memory. In this video, I'm going to concentrate on creating a Q&A retrieval chain. So we'll be we'll be providing a PDF file and then use Flowise to create a chain for information retrieval. So if you prefer explaining more about this, I will show you how the diagram works. This is the architecture which I got from so this is something is high level. I'm going to show, I have created something for you to understand more, but so this is basically the PDF which we're going to provide, and we have a text splitter. So it's basically we are going to convert the data into embedding, which will actually make divide the text into, and like it will kind of convert the text into binary form, and then like which is called chunks, multiple chunks, so that it will be easy to process. And then the embedded generator will store uh, will pass that information to Pinecone vector DB. So Pinecone is a top vector database that's designed to handle vector search. It's great at reducing overhead and providing ultra fast latencies at scale. This makes it a popular choice for many engineering directors and CTOs when it comes to handling large amounts of data. So if you have huge amount of data and if you want to retrieve the information as soon as possible, Pinecone is the one. So let me go to the Pinecone website and show you what it is. So this is the vector database. So this is the website, and we need to log into our page to get the details. I will come back here, but what this means was, I think we are let's go back to the document. Yeah. So once the data will be stored in the vector database, and we'll be pulling the query and context using OpenAI. It's basically OpenAI, and will be storing picking up the information from database, and then response to the question asked by the answer. So something like that. So this is the so we can do this for website or PDF, but I'm using PDF in this case. So user is going to ask for some information here, and the PDF will be using OpenAI, and then it's like a chain of cycle, and then it's basically, yeah, I think the information whenever we request for the answer from the chatbot, the PDF will send the information to the OpenAI embedded, which will transform the words to binary form and then pass the information to vector database. And we used our OpenAI LLM to pick up the question plus whatever question and data from the vector database, and sends the information to the chatbot in response. That's how it works. So let's real quick we're going to install it. So there are two types to install this. I'm one by installing Node.js and doing it, and one is other part is Docker. So I'm very interested in Docker, so I'm going to go ahead and run this with Docker. So to install this, you can direct copy this code and come to your local, and then go to git clone, and that's how you clone the repository to your local. So actually I already copied it somewhere, so I'm going to go there. So Flowise. So this is the location. If you go back to the GitHub repo, it's kind of showed how it works. Once we download them, so we need to go to the Docker folder at the root of project and create a .env file, and specify port referred to any example. So we need to replace the .env.example to .env, which I already did. This is how it would be initially. So if you see here, there would be if you go to the Docker folder, you can see .env.example. We just need to rename this to .env, which I did. So and then yeah, they have provided the documentation here itself. So create the, we need to provide this and then mention the part and then do this compose. So let me show you. I already did that. Let me show you. Go to the Docker repo folder and then search for ls-lpa will be the command to get the hidden files in Linux. And then I already had added the port as 3000 and I renamed the .env.example.env. So let's run this command. So this will start up the Flowise. Yeah, here you go. It's already started and the container got started. So to check this, we can go back to our Docker. This is the Docker desktop. So whichever containers you're gonna create on your local, it's gonna show up here. So if you see here the images, we have multiple images. I have downloaded multiple images, volumes, and these are the volumes which are allocated. And the main part is container. So I think my container will be stored in here. So see here the starting Flowise, it's already started. So all we need to do is, if you go back to the documentation, we need to click on this link. So here we go. So we got into the marketplace. This is the marketplace actually, where we have multiple chats, we have multiple type of things like AutoGPT we can use, or AGI. These are the autonomous agents we can use to do any task. We can provide the details and prompt to do it. But ChatGPT conversation, the one which you're going to use in this tutorial would be this conversation QA chain. So if you go here, so there are a lot of things which we need to be updated. So we are using the PDF, so I'm going to delete this real quick. So before that we need to use a template, and then let's delete this and add document. It's PDF. Go to the doc pages and PDF and add the PDF here, and then you should be able to do the same thing which we, so we add it here, and also there is one more thing we need to do. We need to add this to this as well. Okay, so let me go back to the document and show you how it works. So the so we did the PDF and text splitter is something. The PDF, we are going to upload the PDF. I'm using a document from Indian government, Constitution Indian government. So I have added that, and if you see here the PDF text we have it, and we have text splitter, and which is this, and the chunk size is 1000, but overlap is something. So this the data present in PDF file will be split into multiple chunks, and we need to mention the overlap of how much it would be. Like we'll have like 30, whatever it is 30, you can mention based on your data. So I think 30 would be sufficient in my case. And then we need to have an OpenAI key. So OpenAI key is something. So actually, I have to talk about the OpenAI. So this is the playground. So you have it. If you go to OpenAI playground, let's go to OpenAI document. I will show you how to. So you need to sign up to, since you need to sign up to the OpenAI and get the keys. So you can go to login and then go to ChatGPT. Okay, I think I need to check. Then yeah, open. You need to go to the OpenAI playground and then sign up here. Once you sign up here, you'll be able to land in this page. So I need to go to here and do manage account and go to the API keys. So if you see here, I already created a new one. So I got, we can create a new one actually. So let's do demo. So make sure, I'm going to remove this key after this demo, so you make sure you don't share this to anyone, because that's gonna do a lot of things to you. So let's copy this real quick to our OpenAI key, and here too. And then let's the next part would be Pinecone. So Pinecone, I have explained about Pinecone. This is like a vector database. It's basically does it's like a very leading vector database that is designed to handle vector search. It is highly valued for its ability to reduce overload and provide ultra-low latencies at scale. This makes it preferable choice for many engineering directors and CTOs when it comes to handling large amounts of data. So I think you can. It's free right now, and it's pretty easy for you to understand. So if you want to get a new one, so you need to come here and choose a new one. So I think I already have created a new one. Here we go. So we need to come here and then create a new index and provide the name, and the dimension will be 9536, and then click on create index. So we'll be able to create only one index at a time. So I already created one. So let's, this is the agent name is agent. If you see here, we need to copy this agent and then go to our list. So let's copy this. Okay, the index name is agent, and then you need to go to the API key and get the environment, and, the environment will be this, and we need to create a new key for it. So I already created one. uh, let's create a new one. I think we set test. Yep. So let's copy this from here and then provide it here. Okay, that's pretty much. So let me explain you how it works. So it's basically whenever we upload a file, so this is the retrieval chain. It's like it acts like a chat. We question from here. So it's basically we're going to check with his. So let me save it real quick. Let me save this as chatbot, and then so let me explain one by one again. So this is something text splitter, and then it will send it to the chunks will be sent into the open the vector database, which is Pinecone observed document. This kind of uses OpenAI embeddings. So in context of machine learning and natural language processing, an embedding is a representation of data in a vector space. This means that complex data like words, sentence, and even entire documents are transformed into vectors of real numbers. So the purpose of these embeddings is to capture the semantic meaning, or like the context of the data. For example, in word embeddings, words that are used in similar contexts like dog or puppy, like any animal name, will have similar vector representation of their name. So this allows machine learning models to understand the relationship between the different pieces of data. So embeddings are like a key part of many modern machine language models. So especially these dealing with natural language processing tasks such as text classification, sentiment analysis, and machine translation. These they allow these models to work with high dimensional data in a more efficient and meaningful way. So that's how it works. So once we do a question, like let's go back. Once we have a query for the question, here we're going to query the question. It's going to go back to the embedder, and then embedder will transform, convert the words to the words, so that vector database can understand, and vector database stores the information and passes that information to OpenAI. Like in our case, it's 3.5 turbo. If you go here, this is the model name which you're using, and then from there the LLM, OpenAI LLM, will get the information from the database and the question, and it will provide the accurate response, and then the response will be provided to us. So let's test this in. So I have added a document from um, this is the document which I have added, the Constitution of India. So let's try to save. Already saved it. Let's try to do. So let's ask for. Let's start with the document. So what is this document about? It's gonna take some time. Yeah, I think it showed up. So this document is about the special provisions related to certain classes in the Constitution of India, especially regarding the control. So it's explained about, and okay, let me ask some more thing. What are the rules? It's gonna show you what it shows for the rules. The rules regarding the control of union. Yeah, that's how it works. So we are able to successfully chart with a big PDF, and we can ask a lot of questions, and that's all for today's video. I have explained everything about Flowise and how we are able to retrieve the information from PDF using a simple example. And you can it's a, I can for summary I can in summary the Flowise is a great no-code tool that helps you build powerful applications based on large language modules. I recommend everyone to check it out if you are looking to build your own applications based on large language modules. And this is a good project where you can start understanding. And I'm going to do more videos on like large language modules. Using that, I'm gonna create a new app, and like we can use this chatbot. Also, we can use this chatbots inside of any website. Or there is one more thing I forgot to explain you. If you go back here and you search on here, I think I forgot to do it. So there is a embedded version. So these are the embeddings. So basically you can get the code from here and update. So the same chatbot, we can we can get the code. So if you click on show complete input, it will show you how to get the. So you can copy this and update in your local website or any website you want to, and we can share the chatbot and make that running in there. So there are multiple things we can do it in AWS, or we can. There is a website called for deployment render. You can try it out, which is free for starter, but it's pretty good for developers. I suggest you to look at it around, and if you liked it, it's very easy for you to uh, host any website using your GitHub code. That's all for today's video. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and also make sure to hit the bell icon. Please do subscribe because I'm going to do more projects on this, and it will be interesting. See you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.